Hello everybody, and this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. I'd like to welcome everybody in for another brand new episode of Loving Whispers. And I have Renee here with me. I also have James here with me as well. I'm going to switch over to James real quick. There you go, bud.
Hey, just like to say good evening to everyone. I hope everyone enjoys our session tonight there. It's always a pleasure working with Renee and Dom there, and I think we're going to have a good session tonight, and I hope everybody enjoys it. Like and subscribe and share. Dom?
Yep, and Renee, I got you on right now.
Thank you, Dom. I want to say also that I love working with James and Dom, and I want to welcome everybody to this night's episode of Loving Whispers, and we're really excited. We had some great finds last week, and we're pumped for this week, and hope we have some really good spirit communication. And I just want to say that, I hope you all had an awesome 4th, and I hope you're ready for some exciting things tonight. Thank you, Dom.
And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We don't have a Spirit Box Weekly this upcoming Friday, but we will hopefully be back next Friday. Just prior arrangements going on. Doppelganger, thanks for being in here. Any individuals, if you're coming in late, I do apologize for not saying hello. We're going to be showcasing right now the findings that we had from last week's episode. Eleanor, was your last name Dip? Ellen. Okay, I'm sorry. Ellen. Eleanor, was your last name Dip? Ellen. Okay, I'm sorry. Ellen. Eleanor, was your last name Dip? Ellen. Okay, I'm sorry. Ellen.
What kind of a car did you have? What kind of a car did you have? What kind of a car did you have?
I wonder what significance the name William is, or has, should I say, sorry.
Did you just hear that?
I did.
I just heard I need you, right? Am I right?
I heard something along those lines, yeah. I wonder what significance the name William is, or has, should I say, sorry.
Did you just hear that?
I did.
I just heard I need you, right? Am I right?
I heard something along those lines, yeah. I wonder what significance the name William is, or has, should I say, sorry.
Did you just hear that?
I did.
I just heard I need you, right? Am I right?
I heard something along those lines, yeah.
Who's talking about Dom's man cave?
Man cave.
Who's talking about Dom's man cave?
Man cave.
Who's talking about Dom's man cave?
Man cave. Is Jasper a monkey? What the? Is Jasper a monkey? What the? Is Jasper a monkey? What the?
Go see the waterfalls and stuff?
About time.
You got time?
We have time. I've got time tonight. Go see the waterfalls and stuff?
About time.
You got time?
We have time. I've got time tonight. Go see the waterfalls and stuff?
About time.
You got time?
We have time. I've got time tonight.
And we're back, everybody. We have the Phasm box already on, and we had some decent replies last week. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, I hope you guys had a wonderful Canada Day and Independence Day if you're in the United States, and hopefully you just had a wonderful weekend or week per se. I'd like to start out tonight. Because we did make reference to this last week. Let's try to talk about the journey you were able to make with the spirits after our Thursday show last week. Because we did say we were going to talk about it, so I figured we probably should.
Yes, the waterfalls. We traveled to all sorts of different waterfalls. One of the things that is really interesting is that when you do an astral projection, on the other side there's no such thing as time or space. Agree? Do you agree with me? And so when you travel, like when you do like a conscious astral projection and you're awake and you see this astral projection, things are like zip, 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 like really, really fast. And that's how it is on the other side. So, like when they call the Atlantic Ocean the pond with the UK, I kid you not, it's not even a pond. It's like a dot that fast. Just split seconds if that to travel. So we went to all sorts of different waterfalls around the world is what we did. Even places I had never seen before. It was fun, wasn't it? Did you guys enjoy that last week?
Ja, lieber Primus.
It was pretty cool, huh? So in a lot of senses, they kind of led the way, and I just kind of followed. So I take these little trips every week with the spirits that are there, and it's actually a big group. a big group of spirits, actually, Dom. Because I think all the ones from like the previous weeks like to go too, and it's like one big reunion, and we sort of all go. So it's kind of cool. So thank you for going on a trip with me again last week, and we'll do it again. We'll do it again tonight, okay? I'm also picking up the name Mary. Is there a Mary here with us this evening? How can we help you?
Were you able to, this is asked in the chat, were you able to see the spirits that you went with? That was, Judy was asking that.
Yes. I can see them, but not always see them in the form that you might think of them as being or that you remember. Because sometimes I only see them in their soul as their authentic soul. So it just depends.
Seems like the mic's a little higher than it should be, but got that fixed. And for those of you interested, this is a camera that is above right here, so I can give you this view, which is a different view during this stream.
So Mary, how can we help you? And I believe William's here again tonight. So we're going to try to help William tonight too.
And individuals, spirits, people actually within the chat, we're really focused with these sessions with Loving Whispers to try to let the spirits know on the other side they're not alone. And we are here for them. We are trying to communicate with them. We don't want you to feel that you're alone where you are. You're always welcome to try to communicate with us. You're always welcome to try to teach us things. Or maybe we can teach you things if we have knowledge in that. But you are not alone. We are here for you.
Who is thinking about a mustache? Whose mustache are you looking at? James' mustache or Dom's? Or are you looking at mine? Sorry. I'm feeling so left out. So left out tonight.
Poor you.
I know.
They could have been calling you handsome.
They could have been earlier, I guess. I don't know.
You never know.
So whose mustache are you guys talking about? Because I'm picking up a mustache. I hear mustache chatter. Hello?
Is it a good mustache? Is it a bad mustache? Nobody elaborate on that.
Nobody is, I know.
I'm biting my tongue.
Handlebar mustache. They want you both to have handlebar mustaches, probably.
I'd be shot.
I've always wanted to grow one, actually. But, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
Yes.
I haven't done that.
How do you guys dare them to grow handlebar mustaches on the other side? Is that what you want? You want them to grow handlebar mustaches? Would that make you happy? They can handle it, trust me. William, did you have a mustache? That was Maya. Okay, we need to get this party rocking.
Off the topic for a sec. We heard my name whispered a few times before. Apparently, it came from my end. Is there anybody here that knows around me that knows my name?
That was your name, bud.
That was a male.
And what would your name be?
When people see
Look at us.
Where are you right now?
Around here.
Left side of James's screen about 25 seconds ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
And what's this about a horse?
This is about 25 seconds, so it should be 15 seconds ago on the stream.
So I probably missed it already.
It'd be your right, my left. Over the couch, it looked like a silhouette, a blurry silhouette.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
It's
starting.
coming and going.
I'm seeing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is there somebody in the room with me right now? Don't be shy. I'm here to communicate with you.
Is your name Tom?
Okay, I heard yes. Your name is Tom? There's an There's an individual that's trying to communicate with James. Are we actually able to see this individual? Is that individual showing up on James's end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
Yuck.
Honestly, it's the dog that's got gas.
Sorry.
And coming from the chat, ask the spirit if they can do it again, if they can show themselves again.
Yes. Would you be able to show yourself again for us, please?
He's manifesting.
Did anyone say yes before? James, did you say yes before you asked that question?
I don't think so.
No, it wasn't him.
Okay, because there was a clear yes that was heard before you said that.
What was that noise?
Oh, there goes the fucking dogs. Hold on.
Is that your daughter? I hear.
Yeah, it's their dogs downstairs.
No. I'm hearing la da 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 da. I do hear the bark too, but I just heard la da 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 da.
That wasn't here.
Not here.
Good news. Is this individual that's with James? Are you with the dog that's downstairs?
Getting money.
Are you upsetting the animals?
Don't touch the water.
So yeah, it was the dog. That's the same thing I just heard. Okay.
James, I have a question for you. Did you, like, did
Luminara.
somebody within the last 18 months of where you work pass away?
Where I work?
Yeah.
Very possible.
I heard
Remember, I've been working in 2 years. I just started back there.
Renee, did
That
you?
was Maya. That was Maya.
The yes? That?
Oh, no, a giggle.
No, I heard yes. That's exactly what I heard.
Okay, so you worked with James. Did you know James where you worked with him? Because you passed away within, I'm feeling like the last 18 months.
Fluctuation again on the left-hand side of the screen.
Well, what did he say his name was again?
I've heard Sam,
I just heard Frank.
Sam, Bill. Yes, Sam. Edward. If I'm getting this wrong, please just let me know, and I will try to.
Well, I was picking up Tom earlier, and it said yes earlier. Is your name Tom?
I just heard Roger that time.
Was it Roger as in the name Roger, or yes as in, like, 10-4 Roger?
The individual that's with James, you can hear me loud and clear? You can hear these questions being asked to you? Or can you only hear... Sorry, let me reiterate. Can you hear me speaking loud and clear? James, go ahead and ask the same question, but ask it in your reference, not mine.
Yeah, I was about to. In spirit and communication, can you only hear me asking you questions, or can you hear the other two, Dom and Renee, asking questions as well?
Pet control.
That was Renee's daughter.
I'm gonna mute for a minute.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Does.
All right, what I'm gonna do, she's muted, so let's go ahead and leave. Renee, you can hear me, so go ahead and stay muted. Let's switch over. We're gonna leave the Phasm box going, but I'm gonna turn it down a tad.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have you do a burst session.
Okay. Yeah, just give me 1 sec here. As usual, I'm not prepared.
Vino can pull.
I just won't use the parabolic mic this week, that's all. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it is July 6th, 2017. This is James, and this is the beginning of my burst session. First thing I always ask, is there anybody here tonight with me that is willing to communicate? If so, could
Du
you
kriegst
tell
direkt
me
mein
whom you are? Example, your name.
David Young Touré. Oh, le plus beau.
Renee was saying the person who passed away worked with me but was also in the service. I'm trying to think of who you are. I know a lot of people. And are you able to see the chat and the people in the chat room? Do you know what a chat room is? Well, the Phasma box suddenly went quiet. I think it shut off, didn't it? Anyways, now this spirit or gentleman that's in the room with me right now, is there anything in particular that you would like to tell me? A member of our chat, Judy Wilson, has a question. Were you married? And if so, what was your wife's name? Would your wife's name happen to be Gladys? Um, Now, the person I'm trying to communicate with here right now, are you the one that was trying to manifest behind me earlier and still are? And one last question before I'm done my burst session. Is there anything else before I end this that you'd like to say to me? Well, thank you very much, and I'll end this burst session and I'll play it back. Okay, we'll play this back and see if we get anything. Okay, it is July 6, 2017. This is James, and this is the beginning of my burst session. First thing I always ask, is there anybody here tonight with me that is willing to communicate? If so, could you tell me whom you are? Example, your name. Um, Renee was saying the person who passed away worked with me but was also in the service. I'm trying to think of who you are. I know a lot of people. Are you able to see the chat and the people in the chat room? Do you know what a chat room is? Well, the Phasma box suddenly went quiet. I think it shut off, didn't it? Anyways, now this spirit or gentleman that's in the room with me right now, is there anything in particular that you would like to tell me? I remember where chat Judy Wilson has a question. Were you married? And if so, what was your wife's name? Would your wife's name have to be Gladys? Now, to the person I'm trying to communicate with here right now, are you the one that was trying to manifest behind me earlier and still are? And one last question before I'm done my first session. Is there anything else before I end this that you'd like to say to me? Well, thank you very much. And this first session, stay back. And there you go.
Thank you, James. I did turn off the Phasma box probably about a minute into it, just because it was still really loud, even when you were doing the burst session. So
That's okay.
I wanted to correct that because you don't want to try to cross-contaminate too much. I mean, it is good doing cross-referencing, but you don't want to take away from the audio.
No.
I restarted the Phasma box, so this is fresh. And I did, while you were playing that back, I did hear some EVPs. I heard some audio anomalies as you were playing that back, actually.
I'm having the same issues I did last week.
Oh, with it cutting in and out?
No, I can't pull it off this damn machine all of a sudden.
Can't pull it off your recorder?
Nope.
Is it USB based?
Yep.
You have a different cord you could try?
Nope. I'll have to get another one on eBay.
Maybe the cord
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe the cord conked out.
So, hello, spirits. Can you hear me? We're back. So I heard the name Gladys. To the spirit that was talking with James, is your wife's name Gladys? Are you guys there? Can you hear us? That was Maya.
Yep.
Can you see my daughter?
In your words, what can you tell us about where you are right now?
I just saw something moving to my right.
On whose side?
Mm-hmm.
No, whose side? Yours, Dom's?
Mine, to my right.
Okay.
Out of the corner of my eye. Who's here with me?
Whomever's with Renee right now, could you please tell us who you are?
It's not an energy I'm familiar with. It's a female.
Do you have a name you could give Renee?
Feeling my a tight chest right now. Okay, you can please stop. Feeling like this person died of pneumonia. Okay, you can please stop. Get it. You want to talk to me?
I heard a yes right there.
Are you from around here? Or are you just popping in for the show?
The door didn't move. I just opened it up a little bit so the cat can get in and out.
Are you finding it difficult at all to communicate with us? You seem awfully quiet tonight.
Very soft-spoken. Why am I hearing the name Harriet?
I'm gonna restart the whole device. So we'll have a little bit of silence for a second here. But I'm gonna literally restart the whole unit. just because it is really odd. I restarted the application right after you did your burst session. Let's go ahead and restart the whole unit. And again, for anybody that may be newly viewing this application that we're utilizing is the FASA box. This is the original version of the FASA box. There is an updated version that came out probably about, I'd say, almost 2 months now. But we like utilizing this because it has gotten some of the more clear responses, and that's why we've been using this one. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. It already restarted. And anybody that's in the chat, if you guys have any questions you'd like us to ask or things like that, let us know. Yeah, Judy, I wanted to let you know because I saw it was closed, and I was like, ooh, it's getting warm in here, and the cat's going to get kind of stuck in here if I leave it how it was. So I like letting her be able to roam as she wishes. As long as she doesn't give me too many gifts.
Latin Banks on.
Okay. Just turned it back on for you. We weren't hearing you too well, so hopefully doing a refresh may help with that. Can you hear me okay?
Quote.
Oh, yes? Okay.
Oh, that thing is in the pub.
So the name Harriet is coming through. This person who's here with me named Harriet.
Emo ID.
I just want to thank you guys for being here with us this evening.
Keys in.
So, the person who's here with me, did you die from pneumonia?
Actually.
Manis Etsy.
What was that?
Something have seen. I do apologize. I didn't catch the first word. I did catch the later half of it. And again, guys, this is Latin Bank. So if we're getting English phrases coming out, that's pretty outstanding. That's pretty interesting. There shouldn't be any English coming through this. Yep. Hello. Yep, that's my last name. Listen. I hear talking in the distance.
William, are you here with us?
Come near me?
I'd like to know how many people there are right now. There's multiple people.
Memory.
And I said this the other day. I was talking with Renee, and I tell this to a lot of people, and I really kind of want to tell this to everybody else. And I'm sure I've said this with James too.
Keys press.
These individuals we're speaking to, these were people. These were people that have passed. These are people that maybe they feel alone, they're lost. What I like to say to people, and I've said this with Spirit Box Weekly, I've said it with other things. If these are our loved ones, if these are people that we knew, people that mattered to us, we should always pay attention to what we're doing in our daily lives so that we can honor them, especially if they're around us. And if this gives validation that they are, then we really should. I don't know of any Harriets, though. Yes, we are on air.
Please, Vitamo.
To be truthful, is my room a mess? Does this look like a mess in here?
That sounds like a question I should be asking. Yeah. Whose room is messier, mine or Dom's?
Chris, thanks for being in here, buddy. It's always great to see you. Great to see everybody in here, honestly. If there was something in this area, in this room, that makes you uncomfortable, that you don't like to see, could you let me know what that is? I heard something right before that. And I actually, it was last Saturday, we were doing the Spirit Box Weekly. We had an investigation Friday night. And Renee actually, she stopped by and we were carrying gear and so forth. She's been up here where I do the shows. The first thing I kind of asked her, I go, so how's energy in here? And you're right there. If you'd like to go ahead and.
The energy in the studio is very good, and there's nothing negative there. Nothing negative can get in there because of certain steps that were taken prior a couple of weeks ago. So, we will not be getting anything negative or quote unquote evil as far as like really bad in there. We might get somebody who might be a little malevolent, that was in a physical form, but anything that was not in physical form will not be able to get in there. But the energy is very good in there. And I talked to the girls. I was talking with the girls, the dolls that he has in his room. So they were pretty happy. So, but it's all good.
What if you also get a salt lamp?
A salt lamp, it balances the ions within the room and the energy and stuff. And that's good. Thank you, Lori. It's more for calming and clearing out, your energy and making the room positive. So, yeah, that's good. But there's things like black tourmaline and other things that were placed within his studio that and things that were done that will keep all the other out. But there was nothing there was nothing up there at all that was negative. It was actually kind of fun. It was a fun feeling up there, and they were all pretty happy.
I'd like to welcome in Phil as well. I see Phil's in here.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you guys enjoy ITC, you enjoy Spirit Communication, I'm going to give you a huge shout out, Phil. Check out Facebook and go to, on Facebook, go to the ITC collaboration. And there's a bunch of app creators, a bunch of box builders, a bunch of people that do ITC that are all involved in there, and Phil is kind of the creator of it. So I wanted to give you a huge shout out for that, bud. You were about to say something. Sorry.
Yeah, when he was finishing up his first session, I was hearing go to the lake and boating. So I think that one of our spirits, there's quite a handful here, enjoyed going out on the lake and going boating. Which lake did you like to go to?
Cayuga.
Water, Cayuga.
Yeah.
Ah, that's right by me. Yep. And by Dom.
I've heard of it.
Did you have like a sailboat, or did you have like an actual? What kind of boat did you have?
Did you enjoy going fishing in your boat?
I want to say it said going sailing. Right before you asked your question, James.
Oh, okay.
There are a ton of sailboats on that lake. I've never been on a sailboat.
Excellent experience. Excellent experience.
Is it?
Yeah. Exciting. Exciting.
I'm sure.
Especially if it's windy, because it's you got to do a lot of things to keep it, so you're not tipping over. But,
yeah.
Pretty cool. I've done it. I think once or twice.
Nice.
I was on Skinny Atlas Lake.
So, do you still go down to the lake? I have a question for you.
You make Tim come. Right, I make Tim come.
Is Tim there now?
Look at the boats, or look at something. I'm catching on. You were laughing?
Who would Tim be?
Tim. Who is Tim? Is Tim Tim Cole? If you please tell me how.
Did you die on that lake? Did you drown?
nhấn chuột.
Is Tim a friend of mine? Do I know Tim?
Do any of us know Tim?
I don't. I know of a death, a few deaths that are on that lake, and they didn't recover the bodies because it's so deep. And sometimes it takes 20 to 30 years for them to resurface because the lake is so cold and it's so deep.
Hú.
Is there a Rusty here by chance?
Gì? Oops.
Oops.
Pepsi.
You can't see. I know of a Rusty who died on that lake.
I have a few friends that are Tims, but and actually my one friend Tim did live in
Chào ta.
right next to the lake.
Oula.
Cayuga can be a dangerous lake, but Seneca's worse.
Yeah, there are quarries too. I want to say salt quarries that they have along the lake.
There is a salt mine, yes. Cargill Salt is right there, just north of Myers Point, right on the lake.
There's a weird thing actually on that lake. It's like a bunker that's underwater. There's a steel door under the water that they say may be.
There is.
Yeah, it may be connected to like Sampson State Park or Romulus, the artillery place. And they're almost saying that they're like transporting, weapons and stuff like that through that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But there used to be nuclear weapons there. Used to have them there.
Well, the deer up there, up
Yep.
in Romulus, up at
albino.
Yep, they're all albino.
Yep,
Probably from nuclear weapons.
they're all white. But we're coming pretty close to the end of our session for this evening. And Renee does like to chat with you guys about trying to take you out on a journey. So I'd like to give her that opportunity to chat with you and see where you guys would like to try to travel.
Okay, where are we going to go and party and sightsee tonight? Where do you guys want to go?
Created.
I didn't catch that. Can you say it again? Anywhere you want to go, we'll go. Where would you like to go?
Jim asked, "What are you doing?"
We can go to a couple of places. Did you guys say you wanted to go to the falls again?
Sounds like fun.
Do you want to go overseas? Where would you like to go? Crete? Isn't it in Greece? Is that what you said? Crete that's in Greece, correct? We can go to Greece if you want to go to Greece. Did she just say I do?
It wasn't very clear to hear if she did or not.
We can go to Greece. Pick me up tonight. Okay? I want to swing by Egypt too. Can we swing by Egypt?
I heard Greece come through.
You have to take some photos there.
Yeah, okay. I'll just do that with my special camera. So can we swing by Egypt too? I want to see the pyramids. Can we get into the secret compartments?
And there is a question as well in the chat as well. Yeah, okay. If possible, if Tim Cole is still present, what kind of place did Tim Cole live in with his parents? If it's possible for us to be able to hear an answer for that. Tim? Yep. And Tim, I hope you're going with them when they go to Greece.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a nice trip to go on.
I want a nice gyro. Maybe some baklava. Isn't that Greek?
I'd like to thank you very much for being able to try to communicate with us this evening. Is this speaker helping for you to see when you're talking? I'm gonna keep asking until you let me know it's not. But I'd like to thank everybody that tuned. The speaker, it fluctuates when you guys talk. Are you able to see that? But I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in for this session with Loving Whispers, and I'd like to swing over to James and let you swing over to Renee.
Okay.
I felt I did it again, didn't I?
You did.
You nodded off.
Damn it.
Sorry. That was priceless.
Yeah, I did nod off.
Go ahead, Renee.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for being here this evening, and I want to thank the spirits for the communication that we did have. I just want to do a little shout out for Monday night, Dom, if I may. I will be on Vegas Supernatural. It's a 2-hour show. It's on K-Core Radio, which is an internet radio. I'll be doing a lot of talk about spirituality and stuff, so if any of you are interested and want to kind of learn a little bit more about me and hear my thoughts and views on spirituality and spirits and everything, head on over. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link, I believe, is on Loving Whispers page, but I'd love to see you there and just learn a little bit more about me and maybe a little bit more about spirits. So I just want to say thank you again and have a great week. Thank you, Dom and James. I love working with you guys, and I love this opportunity. Dom?
And back to James again.
Hey, for a week this time. Well, yeah. No, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out there. I mean, you guys are great. We love the support. Love having you guys out every week, and um, I'd like to thank Dan. I'd like to thank Dom for having me on all this time on the show there, and Renee for helping us out. And well, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and like and subscribe, and thank you. Have a good night.
And as always, everybody, if the spirits are talking, I think it's time we try to listen. Have a beautiful night, and we will catch you later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.